Yo guys, what's going on, man? Welcome to another Warframe video. This time I'm going to be talking about the Prisma Grakata. Now, you could get this weapon from Barrow, he offers it at times and whatnot when he passes through. But in this video I'm going to be talking about the effectiveness of this weapon and pretty much its end game potential, but at the same time it scales to end game so well. You could carry it to sorties, you could dominate enemies once you aim at them, have the argon scope on it. Once you aim at the head, it's practically over for them. Some people gloss over the fact that the Prisma Grakata is an okay weapon, the stats are garbage and whatnot. I disagree, man, because once you just look at the stats, like look real close, because some people fail to see certain things. They just look at, oh, it's just, it does this amount of damage and that's it. But you gotta look and see. The Prisma Grakata is a crit based weapon. And some people's like, wait, I don't see it, man. Look. Don't even look at the mods that I put on. Well, you could look at that, but still. I got Serration, Split Chamber, Vitality, Point Strike. I got Argon Scope on. You'll see why a little bit later once I get into it. Then I got Rhyme Rounds, Malignant Force, High Voltage, right? Now you look at the Impact, Puncture, and Slash. You're like, damn, that thing is low. I put Cold on with the Corrosive and whatnot. You're like, 66.1, 33.1. So what? It ain't gonna kill nothing. Look real close. Look at the critical chance. Look at that crit multiplier, 5.5, and look at the fire rate and take into account the status. Those are the four things that is going to carry the Prisma Grakata not just to end game but further. All you got to do with this weapon really is to target one enemy, and once you target that one enemy, you aim for their head within at least 2 mags, at least a mag, and you could probably say like around 30 to 40 bullets, they're gonna die. And it's because of the crit, the multiplier, and the fire rate to go along with the status. Now I'm gonna show you a little something here. Now let me just get my energy up right here. Now, as you can see earlier, I was using it against the Animoe just to mess around, but now I'm going like real into bare bones of things. Now, people like to go into the void and stuff. Alright, people keep going down with the heavy gunners, the bombards and whatnot. So, let's just throw this bad boy in there. And I know some people that are not as high of a mastery, so I'm just gonna go for this one as far as what enemy level. People like seeing level 100s and whatnot. I'm gonna show what it could do against level 100, and I'm gonna show you what we'll do to it against a level 140. Alright, so got a heavy gunner, he's over there. Now let me just go into my Loki right here, and as you can see, I'm just gonna go straight for the head, and you'll see what the hell's gonna happen to this fool. In a matter of seconds, the dude is no more. With 41 bullets left for me. I had 120. Only 41 remains. I even had to reload to put in a full clip. He's already dead. That's just level 100. That's practically sortie level 3. Sortie 3. He's already dead. Alright. Now, let me reload my thing right here. Now, let's just up the ante now. We're talking about beyond sortie. We're talking about pretty much level 140 now. Since, I'm mastery level 22, I could go into this 140 guy. Now, so to put him right back out there. Alright, see? Level 140. Now, this thing just completely wrecks them. Like I said, within a mag and a little bit more bullets, he's gonna drop. Look at that. He doesn't even have a head. That's how badly I was messing him up just with headshots. The Argon Scope, once you trigger it, it's just a matter of seconds as to whether he's gonna fall because the fire rate of the Prisma Grakata, and you take into account with the crit multiplier, the crit chance, and the status it's gonna kick in, they're not gonna last. And as you saw, that dude, he didn't even have a head anymore. I practically shot it completely clean off. Okay, now let's deal with a more pesky guy. I'm talking about on the Grenier side. You already know where I'm going with this. This one guy that's just a nuisance. He always bombarding us, hitting us with shit. You're like, damn, one shots us and stuff, but keep wrecking their faces, man. they're not gonna like it too well, and they're gonna fall in a matter of seconds. So it's the same case with this fool right here. You aim at their head, watch that shit trigger, watch that fire rate, and he's a freaking fall and drop, evaporate, all of that shit. Look, 20 left in my clip. Still have enough to do something. I could just shoot, do whatever. I mean, they don't stand a chance. Once you land that headshot on them, and you just spray and pray at their face, it's a matter of time before they just drop. Alright? Now, I could practically just go a step further. You could even throw Eximus in there. It doesn't even matter. Once you proc the Argon Scope into their head, and then you just spray and pray into them, it's gonna be over. Now see, he keeps backing up on me. It doesn't even matter, because he's about to freaking drop. So I don't even have to use like a full 2 mags on dudes. Just a mag and like a half or something, they're gonna drop. It's not like I have to keep spraying, reload, then spray, then reload. Once you spray, for the most part, you could take them out within a mag, or at least half a mag, like as you saw with a few of the guys I was just taking on. But the fire rate, and then you take into account the crit multiplier, the crit chance. I mean, it just wrecks them, dude. That's why it's so fun going in with the Prisma Grakata. You could go take out low-level guys, medium guys, high-level enemies, and whatnot, and you could just wreck them, dude. I mean, it's no problem when you use the Prisma Grakata, because, again, when you look at the stats, you're like, this is nothing. Don't pay attention to the impact, puncture, slash, and you put your elements in there to up the status. You complete one task, but having Vital Sense, Point Strike, Argon Scope, people forget the fact that the Prisma Grakata, when you put these mods in, it's like, man, the possibilities. And then at the same time, when you see all those points go off, you're like, oh damn, I'm critting like a motherfucker. You're like, damn, you just want to keep it going. But once you get into it, the enemy is already dead. The faster you pump those bullets, the faster they're gonna freaking drop. And since you're critting so damn much because you're aiming for their head, they are gonna drop like it's nobody's business. And you see, with my Prisma Grakata, it's a 4 Forma build, so you could run this. You don't need heavy caliber, because again, the whole accuracy drop off, all that, you don't actually need that. All you need is these. Because once the fire rate, it's so high as it is, so you just spraying at their face. It's only a matter of time before they're gonna drop. So, it doesn't even matter. And at the same time, you're talking about go up against, the Moes, you can even throw them guys in there. I mean, where's that guy? You could throw this guy in there. I mean, level 140. I mean, to be honest, it really doesn't matter as long as you aim for their heads, and then the Argon scope will just take care of the rest. All that shield, it doesn't matter, man. He's gonna freaking drop. And the status, I mean, look at that status just kicking in on him, and then bloop, he just falls. I mean, he couldn't take it. Remember, the status takes into account and all that stuff. Remember, it's gonna proc the status, and since I have the corrosive on, I could have put heat on, and at the same time, will deal more damage and stuff. Cause he'll be on fire, he'll be all engulfed. Like, oh my god, I'm on fire! Ah, you know, it doesn't matter, man. I mean, you know, I'll be using the Grakata. People wonder why I use it. I mean, you're not looking at it. You're not looking at it closely. You're failing to see the real stat you're supposed to be looking at. You're supposed to be looking at the critical chance, the multiplier, the fire rate, and the status. That's what I've been paying attention to once I picked up the Grakata. And after that, rest was history. You could just run this and practically kill any person, whatever person you have fixated on. You could just take them out with this. Because the Prisma Grakata is like, man, don't underestimate this weapon. It's one of the top weapons in the game for a reason, but people gloss over it because, again, you got the Soma, you got, you know, the Dexterous, you got the Dread. You know, all those weapons are good. But this weapon could go up against them as well. Just by having these mods in at the fire rate and stuff. Single enemies, taking out single enemies. Prisma Grakata is right up there with them. Right up there with them. So, for the people that probably threw this weapon away, just didn't bother with it, didn't put a Forma into it, build it up, I suggest you do it, man.